By order of His Royal Highness, King Andrew and Rin, all able-bodied citizens of the Alliance are to report to Dockmaster Lewis near Northwatch Hold. Our brave soldiers have made tremendous gains in the Barrens, but they have paid a heavy price. Your efforts are needed to consolidate our gains. You can reach the docks outside Northwatch Hold by taking a boat from Booty Bay to Ratchet and traveling south along the coast. For the glory and honor of the Alliance.
Hello.
We're facing heavy resistance from the Horde, Hero. Hero, any reinforcements are welcome.
See you around.
You there, fresh off the boat? Welcome to Kalimdor. A land hellbent to kill you or die trying. There's trouble at the Hold. As I'm sure you noticed on your way in, Admiral Aubrey needs all hands on deck if we're to make it through this. Consider yourself drafted. Follow the road up the hill and you'll find Aubrey in the tower, topside.
Have a good one.
Greetings.
What unit are you with, Hero? No matter. We need all hands. My fleet is in tatters and they've broken into the Hold. You armed? That's good enough for me.
For the Alliance.
The sea is our only lifeline, and right now most of my fleet is either steaming back to Theramore for repairs or rusting at the bottom of this bay. Only the Blackpool remains afloat to defend our harbour. But she's just signalled that she's being boarded. Speak to me when you're ready. I'll have one of our naval griffins deposit you right on the deck. Slaughter the Rageroir sea dogs who dare assault my precious ship and report to Captain Fisher for further orders.
Be careful. Light bless you.
What can I do for you? Have a good one.
You make a hell of a Marine, Hero. We'll mop up the others, but it looks like the Horde fleet is disengaging, maybe to land more troops ashore. Admiral Aubrey will know what to do. Talk to me when you're ready to fly back.
For the Alliance. Be careful.
King's honor, friend.
Captain Fisher signaled us from below. The Horde fleet is landing shore parties. We can't let them flank us from the beach. I've already sent 2 of my best gunners down there to defend the beachhead. Talk to Cannoneer Smythe down on the shore. You'll have to fight your way through the courtyard to get there. See if you can help the others secure the hold on your way down.
Be careful.
What can I do for you?
Adventurer, thank the light. They've practically driven us back to the docks. The courtyard is overrun. We're out of canister shot and the orcs are getting ready for an assault up the hill. We need to improvise some scatter shot. And fast. Hurry. Run into the broken tower here and grab whatever sharp, pointy bits of scrap metal you can lay your hands on. Knives, forks, nails, anything. Load the cannon when you've got an armful.
See you later.
Paxton has already loaded a charge into the cannon. All it needs is the ammunition you improvised. The horde is massing at the base of the hill. Breathlessly, you stuff the debris you collected into the muzzle of the cannon, step back, cover one ear, and tug on the igniter cord.
You need something?
That's one way to clear a hill. Those corpses are impaled with knives and forks. The Razorfen clan has breached the walls. But we can still turn this fight around. Go down the hill and help our men hold on to the courtyard below.
Safe travels.
Any friend of Greymane is a friend of
This
mine.
fight isn't over, not by a long shot. Some of the soldiers in the courtyard still have breath in their lungs. Oh, we can save them. I've soaked these rags in an herbal remedy we used to rely on back in Gilneas. The smell is awful, but this poultice can practically raise the dead. Use these bandages on wounded defenders down in the courtyard, and we'll see if we can't get them back in the fight.
We are bound by a common enemy. What can I do for you?
I hope you have enough bandages. My supply of those herbs was cut off when these brutes sacked my beloved Gilneas.
You wouldn't want to see me when I'm angry.
A steady stream of the walking wounded have come up the hill to see me, hero. I trust that was your work. Well done.
Long live Greymane.
I have encountered the Razorfen clan before. They are led not by an orc, but by a monster. A war-gorged fiend without a shred of decency or compassion. He and his lieutenants must be killed, not just to save Northwatch, but for the good of all of Azura. Karga Ragaroar wears a helm, execute him, and bring the helm to me. It is of particular importance. Rajawar has made his camp across the chasm east of here.
Good day.
How are you?
Great work. We've knocked them on their heels. Maybe long enough to shore up our defenses, provided we find a way to take out their artillery.
See you later.
We'll never be able to re-secure the fortress walls, so long as Rajawar and his goons have access to artillery. I need you to fight your way across that chasm and take out his big guns. Orcs season their heavy machinery with coal tar, which makes them flammable. Take my torch and burn any catapults you see north of Northwatch. Then, torch those big blade throwers in Rajawar's base camp. Those things have killed enough of our men.
See you around.
Hey there.
Aubrey sent you? Good. I take it you know your way around a cannon.
See you around.
We've got the hardware, but not the manpower. Hero. Man one of the carronades on the shore here and take out those incoming boats.
See you later. What can I do for you?
Ho ho! The beach is ours. We just might keep a foothold on this miserable dust ball of a continent after all.
For the Alliance.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. I can't attack them.
been walled up for far too long.
Is he dead? Do you have his helm?
That's enough gabbing for me today.
Oliver grasps the helmet reverently with quivering hands.
Ragnar's battleships intercepted our vessel. As we fled from Gilneas, we were to be carried here as trophies to the Watchy. As we neared the shore, some of us fought back. Ragnar, he began killing. Indiscriminately, howling with laughter, our ship capsized, and he ordered his men to fire at us as we drowned. Few of us made it to land. Afterwards, I learned that he wore my brother's scalp as a trophy.
He closes his eyes.
Let the light of the new moon guide you.
Good day to you.
Burn it all, hero. Burn it to cinders.
Safe travels.
Good. Without heavy equipment, the Horde will have to pull back to regroup. We've bought ourselves some time to resecure the fortress. Well done.
Have a good one.
The Admiral will be pleased that Northwatch is almost, but if, to keep a grip on this continent, we're going to need to maintain the supply lines to the interior, just before the assault. I, the strangest of reports from Corporal Tegan, in charge of maintaining our contact with Forward Command, says he's having trouble with the jungle. There's no jungle in the Barrens. Follow the upper road out of Northwatch, and see if you can render any assistance to our wayward Corporal.
See you later. Hey there.
Hey, are you headed to support Corporal Tegan? He's in charge of keeping the supply routes open. He's got two of the most ordinary dwarves I've ever met in charge of sundries. If you to make an impression on those two crotchety hunters, you're going to need to show that you can. Your own against the predators around here. The raptors west of the hold here are especially vicious. Bring Guchos on fresh hides, and you'll make an impression while supplying the troops in one sweep.
See you around.
You discover a cargo manifest on the body, detailing a long list of sundries urgently needed on the front. A bloody trail in the dirt indicates bodies were dragged south of here, toward the raptor dens. The raptors may have dragged away the supplies as well. Retrieving those supplies for Corporal Tegan could help salvage this disaster.
I'm out of range.
Need help? For the Alliance.
So, Paxton says there's no jungle in the Barrens. What do you call this? I've got a pile of supplies to the interior, and my camp has been overrun by a forest that, I swear, by the hour.
Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
What? My supply caravan was sacked by those cold-blooded scissor-paw things?
For the Alliance.
My supplies, well, that showed some real initiative, hero. Those rapsaws or whatever they're called have torn lesser men to ribbons. Thank you.
Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
One of the native species in Kalimdor is the quillball, prickly little buggers. Reason enough to hate this continent. The raid started shortly after we established our forward camps. Worse, those spiny fiends seem to thrive in this thorny hell of a jungle. I need you to help beat them back so we can re-establish contact with forward command. While you're out there, acquire one of those twisted branches their custers seem to be using to manipulate the jungle growth.
Light bless you. Be careful.
I told him he was a fool. But Ambassador Gaines insisted he could negotiate an alliance with the Quillbore against the Horde. Even if he succeeded, I for one wouldn't want to fight with those pig men at my side. Well, Gaines hasn't returned, and General Hawthorne will hold me. If I, one of our best negotiators to these squealing savages, locate the Ambassador in this steaming mess of a jungle, and rescue him if he's still alive.
Light bless you.
You got my attention. Off with you.
What is it, hero? This here camp ain't fit for sightseeing.
Watch your back.
Hey, you're tougher than you look. These terror-tooth hides reflect arrows and turn axe lads. They don't go down easy, but their hides are worth their weight in silver in these light Forsaken Barrens. Nice work.
See you soon. Safe travels.
You probably caught wind of some of them Hecklefang scavengers on the way in. They reek worse than old Dirty Pete here. Worthless animals. They steal our kills, rummage through our supplies. And worse, they ain't good for eating. Go kill some, then kill some more, if you want to.
Watch your back. What can I do for ya? Off with you. How are ya? Watch your back.
Ooh, oh, aye. The best Hecklefangs are the dead ones.
Safe travels.
Light be with you. For the Alliance.
I should mention, you're probably going to need a machete to hack through this mess. This jungle came out of nowhere.
Go with honor, friend.
Corporal Tegan nods as you deliver your report, then grasps the bramble staff with both hands.
So, this is what the Quillbore are using against us? Do you think they used these to create this jungle?
Be careful. What can I do for you?
Good work. Gaines passed through here not long ago on his way to Northwatch in a warm bath. The mission wasn't a total loss though. We've learned a good deal about these Quillbore and their leadership structure. Now we can handle things my way.
Light bless you.
According to Gaines, Three-Tooth is what the Quillbore call their matriarch. She's been twisting the thorns of this crazy jungle to her own ends, and it was her orders that Gaines be apart and fed to the overgrowth. Nice lady. Let's give her a taste of her own. Take the Bramble staff you recovered and use it on Three-Tooth to take her out of the picture. Then kill the crones she's been training to ensure nobody else can take her place.
Go with honor, friend.
Good day to you.
Tegan's a fool to think the Quillbore caused this sudden overgrowth. Look around you. I've been watching these plants bloom and sprout daily. Each generation is more mutated than the last. This isn't tribal magic, it's something primal and dangerous. The day before last, a great druid passed through our camp. Seek out Narlex, somewhere in the midst of this jungle. He'll know what to do, and bring him some plant samples from around the overgrowth to help his studies.
Safe travels.
Greetings.
I can see why the Horde hates these little nuisances. Have you taken on Three Tooth yet?
For the Alliance.
Torn limb from limb. Well, I'd almost feel bad, but the burning hatred gets in the way. She got what she deserved.
Corporal Tegan takes the bramble staff and snaps it over his knee.
Problem solved.
Go with honor, friend.
I'd love to keep you here behind the lines, but it looks like you've been summoned to the front. Ambassador Gaines, remember him, has relocated to Forward Command, and in his latest missive, he's requested you personally to assist him. You'll find our Forward Command operation south of here, in what's become known as the Fields of Blood. Be careful. The Horde has taken to ambushing some of our officers. En route.
Bless you.
Elune be with you. May the stars guide you. Be careful.
I am very busy, hero. Oh, this uncontrolled growth threatens to engulf the continent. Do you have any news?
Till next we meet.
Ah, samples from different parts of the overgrowth? These will be immensely helpful. Yes, thank you, hero.
Goddess, watch over you. Good luck, friend.
The energies unleashed here have surged through the wildlife, twisting them into powerful and unstable forms. If to spread beyond this grove, these deviates will wreak havoc on the existing ecosystem, devouring local prey, and driving out the weaker natural creatures. You must go and cull the population of the overgrowth. Return when this task is done.
Alone light your path.
Peace, friend. Go in peace.
The corruption unleashed here must be studied if we're to find a way of properly fighting it. Luckily, not all the creatures have been as altered as others. The smaller snakes drink little water and do not eat plants, so their exposure to the energies here has been minimal. They've still absorbed enough to change coloration. Go collect these snakes from the overgrowth and return them to me, so we can see just what is happening to the creatures here.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
There's got to be a way to cure these poor creatures without having to take their lives. I have an idea, but I'll need your help. The lashvine plants that roam here hold seeds full of the primal energy of this place. Collect these for me and bring them back, and we'll see if something can be done.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee. I've been expecting you.
Have you collected enough? We'll need several for a proper comparison.
We shall meet again.
These will do perfectly. Bright colors like these don't occur naturally in the Barrens, but they haven't developed any other mutations so far.
Ancestors watch.
Do you have the seeds?
Walk with the earth, Mother.
I'm concerned by how active these are. Nevertheless, it simply means we must continue to act quickly before the corruption here becomes worse.
Ancestors watch.
Based on what you've brought me, I think we may have a solution. I've imbued the Lashvine seeds with healing energies. Simple contact with these should imbue the creatures here with enough energy to force out the corrupted influence. Go and attempt to heal the mutated raptors and plain striders by sprinkling the seeds on them, and report the results back to me.
May the eternal sun shine.
Be careful.
Thank you, hero. I'm pleased to see you return intact. The viciousness I've been seeing among these creatures is startling.
May the stars guide you.
If I have truly sown chaos, it is time for reaping. The lumbering outgrowths of plant life shamble through the imbued stream here. They are a direct manifestation of the unstable forces mutating this area. Slay as many as you can, and we might be able to slow the spread of the overgrowth further. And while you're at it, be on the lookout for parts of them that appear especially corrupted. Bring any such pieces to me.
Goddess, watch over.
Oh dear, it seems the forces at work here are a bit difficult to control. Please don't bother Neralex with this. It will only upset him.
We shall meet.
Ishnu Allah. Illuminate your path.
Cutting down the outgrowth will merely buy us some time. Have you found any suspicious pieces?
Till next we meet.
Nerelek slowly takes the squirming heart from you, visibly disturbed.
I've been a fool. The one truth I did not want to accept, has been staring me in the face this entire time. This foul thing is proof of that. You and I have much work to do.
Good luck, friend.
This confirms it. The overgrowth here is not being caused by a mere overabundance of energy. Do you understand? This is beyond what happened at the Wailing Caverns now. Ow. A rift into the nightmare must have torn open in the middle of the very land we're standing on. And to think it's my fault. I'm done picking at the edges of this wound. Go to the west, to the center of the overgrowth, and meet me again there. We will dive into the heart of this corruption and force it shut.
Illuminate your path. I am honored. Goddess, watch over you. Greetings. Good luck, friend.
We've done it. The nightmare's connection to this place has been severed. The rest of the land is safe from this intrusion now. And in time, the aberrations here will be subsumed by the balance of nature. I cannot thank you enough, hero. By helping to restore order here, you've let me make amends for my foolish actions.
May the stars guide you. What brings you here?
Need help? Be careful.
Ah, hero. I've been talking you up to the general here. Thank you again for saving my life.
For the Alliance.
I have not forgotten my brush with death at the hands of the Quilboar in that filthy jungle. The general here has ordered some tactical strikes, but he stopped short of genocide. I have no such qualms. Take this horn that I borrowed during my negotiations. Blow the horn within the bristleback challenge ring west of our position. You can't miss it. I want you to challenge the champion of the bristleback, Sabersnout, to single combat. His death in front of his followers will leave them in utter chaos.
Light bless you. Well met. Be careful. Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
The Horde has taken to calling this region the Fields of Blood. It's an apt name. These reeds run red with the blood of some of my best men. I've sent out recon patrols to crush the Quillboar and report on the Horde troop movements, but not all of them return. They could use your support out there. Patrol the fields and seek out the desolation grunts that are causing us so much grief. Do not expect them to surrender. Their war chief has instructed them to fight to the death.
For the Alliance. Light bless you.
Strategically, control of a region requires constant observation. Here, on this map, I've identified a number of strategic hills, similar to this one, that the Alliance must, if we, to keep the enemy under our thumb. My scouts have already marked their location on the field. What I need is someone to spearhead their capture. And you're the man for the job. Seek out neutral grey flags on hills to the north, east, and south of the Toraya ruins. Capture one and defend it.
For the Alliance.
Do not waste my time.
Respect the lion, a ferocious killer. You gotta admire the elegance of the beast. Muscle and claws running down its food. So primal. I'm sorry, my mind wandered. As I was saying, I respect these lions, but they're just murder on our patrols. I mean that literally. The men are afraid to go to the bathroom alone at night. Can you help make our camp a little safer? Barrens lions like to linger under trees.
Move it!
How are ya? Off with you.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need to get closer. I need a target.
way.
Nice work. How was it? Did you enjoy the hunt? Did you? Through tall grasses, the scent of your prey, you forward, until you, at its throat, adrenaline, as your slavering fangs, well, something like that.
Want you back.
It's true what they say. An army marches on its stomach. And we've been marching a long way. I'm thinking if we barbecue up a few of those giant lumbering storm snouts, we'll have enough meat to feed us for weeks. Storm snouts are big and slow, so they should be easy to kill. Except... Hey, you're not carrying any metal on you, are you?
Careful out there.
You got my attention. See you soon.
What can I do for you?
Sabersnout. Is he dead? What's the news?
Go with honor, friend.
A boar apocalypse, you say? These animals certainly have a unique idea of single combat. No matter. You've done well. With the Quillboar in chaos, I should have no trouble convincing the field commanders to execute any strays they find scurrying about. The general need not know we've stepped up the campaign. It's for the better.
Be careful. King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
Very good. We may never drive the Horde completely from these lands, but with a strong presence we can undermine their will to fight.
For the Alliance. Be careful.
Your report, hero. Incredible hero, you're a real asset to the Alliance. I'll see to it that my men follow your example.
Light bless you. Be careful.
Our policy of conscripting non-violent criminals from Stormwind stockades has come back to haunt us. Some of my less scrupulous soldiers broke ranks after our victory in Torrijo and are looting the remains of the city. This is a breakdown in discipline. Worse, the desecration of their homes only spurs the enemy to fight harder when our ultimate goal should be peace. Take these manacles and bring the Torrijo looters to justice. Speak to them first, but you may need force to subdue them.
For the Alliance. Well met.
The general is too preoccupied with the looters in Torrijo. Too soft. We ought to be focused on our next move against the Horde. There's valuable intelligence that might be compromised if we allow the ruins of Torrijo to continue to burn. While you're running the general's errand, dig around for any maps or notes you can find. I can speak a little of the Orcish tongue. I'll be able to make sense of what you find.
Go with honor, friend.
I'm out of range.
Need something? Have a good one. How are you? Safe travels. Hello. See you later. What can I do for you? Have a good one.
What can I do for you? Light bless you.
Is the Tuarejo situation under control?
Go with honor, friend.
Well done, hero. Several of the looters have already crawled back, requesting clemency. I'll let them stew for a bit in the Northwatch brig. Thank you for helping maintain discipline in the ranks. It is important for our army to be perceived as soldiers, not common bandits.
Light bless you. For the Alliance.
Thanks in part to your efforts, we've stabilized the situation here. We need to turn our attention south, to Fort Triumph. Fort Triumph is the keystone of our operation in the Barrens. The vital land link between Northwatch and Theramore. I'll pack up and head out separately. Report to Commander Roberts at the fortress, and I will see you there soon. Together, we will secure the frontier.
Be careful. King's honor, friend.
Have you searched the ruins yet?
Light bless you.
What have you dug up for me? Interesting. This note is from Orgrimmar, a change in Horde leadership. Underway. I guess heads are to roll after what we did to Tuarejo. What's this? A death warrant for the general here. This is good to know. Very good to know.
For the Alliance.
Out with it!
Trolley licks his lips, barely able to constrain his drool.
You get my steaks yet? Nice and bloody?
On your way.
Sam's eyes bug out of his head as you slam the huge slabs of meat before him.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yes, I'll have mine raw. I suppose I can grill some up for the others. How would you like yours?
Off you go!
Greetings. Be careful.
Have you heard? The general never made it. Killed in the field, like some kind of dog.
Go with honor, friend.
The Horde has fought us to a standstill from their stronghold west of here. The fighting continues, even as the land breaks open under our feet. Someone's got to break the stalemate. I need you to venture into the battle scar and help my men crush the Horde opposition there. In the center of the scar, you will find a flag marker designating who controls the area. Scout out the flag. It'll be worth your while to claim the scar for the Alliance if someone hasn't already done so.
Light bless you.
Hey! These
bulky dwarven siege engines aren't cut out for the close quarters fighting of the Battlescar. I've got some new designs I'd like to try out, but first I'm going to need some spare parts. There's plenty of wreckage sitting in the Battlescar. All I need is an enterprising adventurer to haul it back for me. That's you. I'm talking about you.
Right!
You got my attention.
Why High Command decided that a Silithid mound was the ideal place to build a fortress, I'll never know. Them little bunkers are tunneling under our fortifications and setting back our timetables. We need to scorch 'em out. Take this here bucket of burning pitch and dump it on the Silithid mounds right outside the main gate. They look like big piles of sand. Kill anything that comes out, but be careful. Them nasties are likely to swarm you when you light those mounts up.
Up with you. Talk to me.
How goes the fight, hero?
Watch your back.
That ought to take care of our bug problem for a while. They'll be hard-pressed to tunnel their way out of that.
Hey, good.
Can you do me a huge favor? My sister-in-law's uncle is in the Earthen Ring, and he's here in the Barrens studying the impact of the cataclysm down at Firestone Point. He says their camp is surrounded by Quilboar, and I worry that they might get overrun. Can you check in on Dorn Ridurth for me? I'd hate for anything to happen to him. What with the close family bond and all.
Watch your back.
Hello. Have a good one.
Greetings.
Incredible work, hero. My men report a breakthrough. Their stronghold won't survive much longer.
Go with honor, friend.
The Alliance owes a debt to the dwarves of Baal Modin, who built some of our earliest fortifications in the Barrens. Their commander, General Twinbraid, is a real stalwart, one of our best. He's on patrol south of here, keeping the Horde on their toes. I definitely want to keep him appraised of the situation here so we can coordinate our next move. Can you deliver this frontline report to him in the field?
For the Alliance.
Hi, how are you? What have you got for me? You have a great day now. Ooh, look. A mostly complete exhaust manifold. A reciprocating junction box. A working counterweight slip differential. You sure know your junk, hero. Alrighty then. Our shipments of saltpeter from Dustwallow have been held up, which means we can't manufacture our own gunpowder here. But I can retrofit our armaments to use Goblin Blasto powder. It's unstable, dangerous, toxic to the skin, and harmful if swallowed. But I think I can make it work. Get me a keg of the stuff by attacking one of those Goblin Sapper specialists who've been storming our walls. Right! Greetings! Do you have a keg of Blasto powder yet? When you get one, don't shake it. Goodbye for now! Great! Set the keg down right here. I'll measure out some charges once I've donned my full body protective gear. Seeing you! Okay, use spare parts you found for me. I've got the framework roughed out for my versatile new assault vehicle. All I need now is a compact power supply. I noticed that the indigenous wildlife here packs quite the punch, electrostatically speaking. Can you hunt down thunderheads near the base here and get me an intact electrogeyser? It might take a few kills to find a usable gland. Right! It must be an enormous evolutionary advantage to be able to shoot lightning from your face. You have a great day now.
The Gazard shocks Mizzy as you hand it over, blasting her to the ground.
Oh, that's nasty. I love it. Seeing you.
you! Be good.
News from the fortress? Well, spit it out.
See you soon.
The general reads over the report, nodding in approval as he reads about the battle scar.
Quite a hero you're earning for yourself here in the Barrens, hero. But Roberts isn't going far enough. What we need is a decisive victory.
Keep your feet on the ground!
The patrol's been quiet today, and that's got me worried. Ever since the Alliance act Torayo, none of our positions are secure. You look like you can handle yourself. Can you scout around for me? Check in with my son Marley outside the Bale. Modan excavation. Southeast of here. The site's exposed and susceptible to raids, and my son's too proud to signal for help if he needs it.
Safe travels. Great to meet you.
Twin Braids patrols always throw us right into the thick of danger. If it's not horde ambushes, it's a Quilboar hit and run. The problem is them lousy landquaker Godos, big walking walls of fur shaking the ground. We can't see or hear an ambush creeping up on our backside. Go scare 'em off from our patrol here. Killing a few should drive the herd south and out of what's left of me here.
Keep your feet on the ground!
I don't have a target. I need a target.
What can I do for you?
I thought you might be responsible for them clouds of dust I saw to the east. Nice work. Them bulls ain't sissies.
Safe travels. What's on your mind? Be good.
What? Little Logan thinks I might need protection? It's me doing the protecting. The Quilboar here are poised to rampage. They've choked off the entire South, and we're the only thing standing in their way.
See you soon.
A moment there. We've got more problems here than just the end of the world as we know it. Our vigil here's threatened by the Quilboar. We've been content to leave them be when they stay in the Kraul. Sure, but every day they press further and further out towards our camp. Ma, Cad, her green heart wouldn't ever forgive me if I out heads in myself, but if you could drive back those that are near the camp, I'd appreciate it.
Safe travels.
You wish to speak?
We are here to monitor the scars of the land and watch for further signs of instability. While we haven't seen any yet, a cataclysmic aftershock could devastate the Barrens even further to the northeast, near the chasm. Earth elementals rampage out of control. To soothe the earth, these need to occasionally be destroyed, and their essence returned in a ritual. If you help us do this, I would be happy to reward you.
Winds be at your back. Loktar!
Mein Kriegsführer,
over his dead wife raises further concerns. The Quilboar in Razorfen Kraul are far more ruthless and full of hatred than Mankrik could ever imagine. You should travel south there and speak with my old friend Old Stonespire. He works to put an end to their rampage before the land suffers more in its already weak condition.
Go forth to victory.
This bright red stone in the grasp of a Quilboar has been carefully carved into the likeness of a great boar with thorny vines. From its back, its surface is smooth and worn with care. Did the Quilboar make this? If you find others, maybe one of the shaman at Firestone Point could tell you more about that.
I'm out of range. I don't have a target.
Greetings.
Yes?
Strength.
These are blood shards. They used to be found all over the Barrens. It said they were formed from the blood of Agamagan, the great demigod that the Quilboar sprang from. I knew the Quilboar. Them. But nobody would think they'd take the time and care to carve them like this one. There. Nay, more to learn. Here.
Farewell.
I think the Quilboar are being driven by more than just crude desire. Would you help me look into this further? To the west, scattered among the Quilboar's settlements and camps, I've noticed boar skulls. They gleam from a distance, polished smooth, distinct from the remains littered in their waste piles. I think these may be objects of worship. Bring me several of these to examine.
Go with honor. The winds guide you.
The elements must be carefully balanced. So returning the essence is key. I hope you've been collecting it.
Ancestors watch over you.
Thank you, friend. It's important we try to calm this earth in every way we can.
Walk with the earth, Mother.
Well met.
You've my thanks. If not that of the entire earthen ring. Maybe someday we'll find a way to talk it out with these pigs. But we can't heal the land if we're dead in our sleep.
Be good.
Una here used to spend time in Camp Torayo. She's told me about a Quilboar that used to be captured there, named Mangletooth. Quite the clever one for a Quilboar. I've been trying to think what got these Quilboar riled up so much recently. And it might be that Mangletooth escaped Torayo alive. If he has, he's certainly calling the shots. There's a large hut up in the hills to the northwest. If you find Mangletooth there, cut him down.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Gnome might in the coming war. It is my honor to inform you that Captain Sparknozzle wishes for your expert assistance in the matter. You are hereby requested to meet him in New Tinkertown.
Glory to the Horde.
Do you have the skulls?
Farewell.
Yes, these are clearly symbols of Agamagan. But if the Quilboar are still devoted to their dead god, what is the source of their vicious aggression? It is said Agamagan was noble, and even gave his life fighting the Burning Legion. A moment, hero. We must confer with the spirits.
Strength.
How are you?
That's a relief. Maybe the rest of them will keep to their own devices now. The less fighting around here, the better.
See you soon. What's on your mind?
Father sent you? He worries too much. There's nothing here I can't handle, but I'd still appreciate the help.
Safe travels. Off with you.
Look at the chaos down there. I've instructed the foremen to save what artifacts they can. Who knows what treasures these Tauren animals are like to make off with. Can you help get a handle on things? Kill the raiders and save what artifacts you can. While you're at it, look for my missing tools. A few quick repairs, and I can get this flying machine up and running again.
See you soon. Watch your back.
Saddest story I ever heard told. Feegly was one of our fastest diggers until he got a hold of that thing. The Tear of the Moons, we called it. It changed him, remade him. Or I wish it had stayed buried. Feegly was banished from Bielmoden, but I've heard reports he's come sniffing around the dig site again. He's suffered enough, the wretched thing. If you find him down there, put all Feegly out of his misery.
See you soon. Hi. Safe travels.
How's the situation down there? When the raid, a bullet into their ringleader, Stone Spire, but they just kept right on coming.
Off with you.
My father would be proud of you, hero. Now, to get this flying machine up and about again.
Watch your back.
Marley nods grimly.
It's for the best, I suppose.
Off with you.
Okay, let's take these artifacts to my father and give him our report firsthand. Thanks to your help, my flying machine is ready to roll. We can fly there together and share in the glory. Talk to me when you're all set to move out.
Watch your back. How are ya? See you soon.
dwarf hangs limply from the cockpit. As you approach the burning wreckage, his eyes flutter open. Marley Twinbraid is still alive. Marley grasps the side of your head with a shaking, bloody hand.
Ale must have ale, old Barker Stout from inside.
He coughs.
That should do the trick.
What's on your mind?
Help! Help! You've got to do something. Some dwarves are still inside. So many. They're trapped in the debris, buried alive. The flames. It's a nightmare in there. We don't know how much longer until the roof collapses. Please, you've got to save them. Run inside. Use the emergency fire valves to protect yourself from the flames. You're the only hope they have.
Be good. How are you?
Sabotage. It had to be. The whole fortress magazine exploded. The Horde must have gotten someone inside. Adventurer, if you've the stones to rush into that burning nightmare, look for some clues as to who did this to us. The General will want to know. Look for a Horde corpse in the wreckage and get to the bottom of this disaster.
Safe travel. What can I do for you?
You're a legend, hero. The other survivors and I will be telling the story of your deeds for years to come.
See you soon.
Marley's breathing is ragged, coming and going in shuddering gasps. His eyes look at you imploringly. Marley's eyes sparkle as you rush toward him with the ale. He grasps the mug in both of his shaking hands and upends it, white foam spilling out over his blood-caked beard.
Ah, that's the stuff. Old Barker Stout. Thank you, friend. That'll make this a little easier.
One final time, he slumps over the shattered control console, the half-empty mug, to the ground and spilling its contents into the sand. His eyes glaze over. Marley Twinbraid is dead. You gently close Marley's eyes. Someone is going to have to tell General Twinbraid that the Horde has killed his only son. That someone is you. Well done, right into you, Barrister. One time in middle.
Slow! Keep your feet on the ground!
General Twinbraid hurls his axe blade into the dirt, his voice quiet, but his body quivering with disbelief and rage.
That was my boy hero. My only boy. They've made it personal, hero. Personal.
See you soon!
What? What? Beldon in ruins? Corpses everywhere. No, no.
You describe the evidence you found at the scene. Why, reassuring the Nebdites, you named our previous go.
The Bilgewater goblins, was it? They want to fight, do they? We'll show them what it means to be a part of the Horde. We will. I'll fill the battle scar with their corpses. I'll redden the dirt with their blood.
Twinbraid grabs you by the collar.
Goblins are going to die.
Safe travel!
I want to see some dead goblins. Just west of here, you'll find a whole warren of those little insects burrowing into the mountain. Let's see to it that they're digging their grave. Destroy them. Lay waste to their whole grubby operation. They've sown their own demise in Beldon, and it is time to meet the Reaper.
Keep your feet on the ground! Be good!
It's not enough to kill them. After Beldon, I want to give those goblins a taste of their own. Go into Frazzle-Ekraz's mine and arm a pile of the explosives inside. At the entrance to the mine, you should see some sort of switch or plunger. Once the explosives are armed, use the plunger to blow that place sky high. Put the fear in them.
Keep your feet on the ground!
The plunger has a number of jury-rage wires leading into the mine. Explosives are armed and ready. You shield your eyes from the blast and the debris as the mine implodes onto itself. General Twinbraid will be pleased, but somehow you doubt it'll be enough to quench his thirst for vengeance.
Great to meet you. Be good.
Dead? Good. Let word of this deed spread, and with it, terror. The Horde will feel the consequences of their attack on Beldun, and they'll rue the day they ever crossed us, hero.
Safe travels.
Twinbraid nods as you describe the destruction of the mine, but his eyes still burn with rage.
Very nice work, hero. I suppose there's some strategic value in depriving the Horde of those minerals, but I'd have done it anyway just to those little green monstrosities.
See you soon.
Hawthorne dead, my own son murdered. The situation in the Barrens is out of control. I'm going to take charge of Fort Triumph and try to lock things down. To do that, I'm going to need reinforcements. Reinforcements that were promised from Theramore weeks ago. Travel to Theramore in Dustwallow Marsh and give Captain Garen Vimes an earful. What good is that blasted road through the swamp if the men and material aren't rolling in?
Keep your feet on the ground.
Need help? Be careful.
What now? Soldier reinforcements. For the Barrens? We've been bleeding supplies and men there for months. Does someone need to remind Twinbraid of the attack on Northwatch? Our losses at Honor stand. What happened to the men I sent to Fort Triumph? We've nothing to spare. Listen, hero, if you want to help out our cause, you'll focus your efforts here in Dustwallow. Between the deserters and the Horde encroachment, we could use a hand.
Light bless you.
How?
Be careful. Only a veteran like you could brave the dangers lurking here.
We shall meet again. Walk with the Earth Mother.
The bats native to Razorfen Kraul produce a very peculiar natural substance. Their guano stench seems to send the Quillbore into a murderous frenzy, and this place reeks of it. I need you to find the Bat Cave and bring me a suitable sample. If we can reverse the effects and produce an antidote, we may be able to save the Quillbore.
With me at your back.
I sense a being of immense power within these twisted thorns. The entire area has come alive at its presence. It must be the spirit of Agamagan. He was one of the first and most powerful beings to ever live. The Quillbore worship him fervently. All the vines you see across the land are a result of his blood, of his sacrifice to save Azeroth in the War of the Ancients. If there's any being that could steer the Quillbore towards their noble roots, it would be him. You must seek him out.
Go in peace. May the eternal sun shine.
In order to maintain the relative safety in the southern Barrens, We must put a stop to the current leadership of the Razorfen tribe. Although Jarga Razorfen commands her people through powerful mysticism, her true power is in the strength of the elders around her. Slay them. Hunt down Bonetusk, the pack leader. Stop Rugug, the overseer of Geomancers. Crush Ramtusk, the Quillbor warlord. Return to me when the deed is done.
Go in peace.
Keep your eyes open. The stones speak of trouble. My body returns to the crawl. On your traps!
I don't have a target.
I smell something.
I can't attack.
The crystals speak to me. Today brings victory. By Agamagan, I will end you! I join the Earth.
Will overrun you!
Who dares wake me? Spirits, guide my blade. This is not the last of us.
The spirit of Agamagan looks at you. One man remain to be Katmangimstan, an ancient voice echoes inside your head. On Adrans?
I've been waiting for you to come here. Listen closely, mortal. The Quilboar are my children. My blood runs deep in these lands. Charga Razorflank has steered my children into darkness, driven into insanity by the Scourge. Slay her, and open my children's eyes. Give the Quilboar the chance to return to their noble roots. Let them once more earn my blessing. Bring me her heart.
I see you, interlopers! You tread on sacred ground! Insignificant whelps! What makes you think you can challenge me?
The spirit of Agamagan stares at you patiently.
Take this gift. You have earned my blessing this day.
I've been expecting you. May the eternal sun shine.
I see you have returned. Were you able to procure any Kraul guano?
We shall meet again.
Well done. This is just what we need, hero.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
You've done well this day. Agatalos would have taken many lives in its fury.
We